Do you know what I love about Antifa? It's about how they don't really care about what you are. They'll just attack you regardless. They can just punch multiple people, innocent people, just hoping just one of those innocent people are fascists. And, well, if you want to know what happens further, keep watching this video, obviously. Patreon, shirt shop, I don't care what.
Asphyxiation.
Hello, welcome back to your regular schedule Hello, welcome back to the regular schedule. Hello, welcome back to the regular scheduled program, the crappiest show on the internet. I'm your host, shirt that guy's... What? Hello, welcome back to the crappiest show on the internet. I'm your host, a guy that barely combs his hair. So today we got a juicy topic. When is it not juicy? Keep forgetting to put new art on the door, but I'm too lazy to do it. Sorry. So a while back in Philly, there's this little event going on that Antifa claims to be a Proud Boy event, which it wasn't. It was just a bunch of constitutional libertarians, you know, wanting small government, which means no fascism. No fascist government, if that makes sense. So basically, in this little event, there is these, for some reason, the Antifa show up out of nowhere. It's all like, hey, you know what? There's some people that's not the left. Let's just assume they're Proud Boys and just assault them. Which I believe there are no Proud Boys there at all. So just a bunch of 3 Marines were just sitting on the side, just like chilling and stuff, just looking at what's up, looking at the sky, you know, drinking a beer outside, broad daylight. Next thing you know, a bunch of these 2 Antifa dudes show up out of nowhere, and they're all like, hey, are you proud? And then Marines are so confused, like, what do you mean? And then they just, assault the Marines while using ethnic slurs, while calling them Nazis. Later, Marines testify about the Antifa mob. They say attack them in Philly. Antifa doesn't care what you are. They just want you to be a Nazi and a fascist. They just want to do this. They don't care what you are. They will just find a way to have an excuse just to hit someone. And just say, oh, this person's a Nazi when they're clearly not. And then they just take a one-up and they just go for it with the weakest punch, yet effective with the multiple groups. I could have died that day, one of the Marines told the court on Thursday morning. And here's a picture of the 2 losers. Suspects Thomas on the left and Tom on the right in their Philadelphia Police Department mugshots. Doing God's work, assaulting random people in the street. Nearly 1 month after we told you that 2 Marine Corps reservists said they were attacked in Old City on November 17th. Near the controversial We the People rally, the 2 suspects and their accusers appeared in the Philadelphia courtroom on Thursday morning. Got one of those things that fly across your eyesight. Both testified in uniform about the incident, while 3 Marine officers, including their commanding officer, stood in the gallery. The suspects, Tom and Tom, who have been linked to Antifa on websites and social media, sat together with their individual lawyers and did not speak. Yeah, I wonder why, because you just assaulted random people in the street. Oh yeah, and the Marines, so that's gonna look good on you. The Marines who are not from the Philadelphia area said that they had traveled to the city with other members of their helicopter unit, headquartered at Fort Dix, to attend a Marine event that night, a local hotel ballroom. They said that they had no knowledge of the nearby rally, which drew members of the alt-right, as well as large members of counter-protesters. Keenan and Maisie, I'm sorry if I pronounced your names wrong, reportedly among them. According to the Marines' testimony, they were touring historical landmarks near Fort and Chestnut Streets when suspects Tom approached them. Gideons, I apologize for pronouncing your name wrong, testified that Keenan asked them, are you proud? To which Goddans, I am so sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, I do not know how to pronounce it, remembers responding, we are Marines. Torres said that he remembers Keen asking, are you Proud Boys? Question. An allusion that one of the alt-right groups behind the rally, that one Torres said he didn't understand. I didn't know what a Proud Boys meant, and here's a picture of the suspects hiding their faces from the cameras in the courthouse on Thursday. That's so funny. They're shining their face all the time because, you know, they're always wearing those masks, and they don't have their little masks. They don't have the little mask to cover themselves when they're doing crimes of assaulting people. Gotta love Antifa, the way that they just randomly assault people while calling them Nazis for no reason. And people support them for some reason. Whatever Kanan said, both Marines testify that Keenan and Yamazi approached them 10 other people, men and women, some masked and some unmasked, then began attacking them with mace, punches, and kicks, and calling them Nazis and white supremacists. On the stand, Godinians, I am sorry if I pronounced it wrong, said that he was bewildered by being called a white supremacist and merely cried out, "I'm a Mexican." After that, as the attack continued, both men and said that the members of the group, including Keenan, repeatedly used ethnic slurs, including, I'm not saying that because YouTube will, destroy me, and I'm not saying that either, against the Marines. There were no testimony that Miyazi used any such language. Gadidans, I'm sorry, testified that he was maced at least 6 times, hit in the head, and kicked in the ribs. And he said that while he was being stomped, members of the group, which the judge and the district attorney's office have both referred to as a mob, chanted "F him up" over and over again. Wow, you gotta love these Antifa guys. The way that they just break all these laws and think they can get away with it. And what does the left do? They love them, saying, "Oh, resist, resist, assault any white person on the street." The best way I can describe it as the sound of the people chanting in a soccer stadium, told the court, also adding that Kian was laughing, smiling, having a good time, while I could have died that day. End quote. Torres testified that Mrazy punched him with full force repeatedly while he held his hands up above his face to protect him. And the prosecutor used the opportunity to make it clear that while both Torres and Godinez, are Marines, the suspects are significantly larger in both height and weight than the two of them. So basically just 2 giant fat dudes attacking Marines. Just a group of fat dudes. It's like fighting elephants. In a statement previously released to a Philly mag, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, identified the group as an Antifa mob and said we were outnumbered. They were 2 Marines against the 10 to 12 assailants. Explained that he tried to call 911 once the group had fled, but he couldn't operate his phone because of the mace. Tours called 911 and the ambulance transported both men in Jefferson to Jefferson Hospital. That person was treated. He said that his sight is still affected by what happened that day. He was noticeably blinking throughout the courtroom proceeding, and that he continues to have discomfort from some of his other injuries. He testified that he might require surgery. Torres did not seek medical treatment. At one point in the hearing, Kenyan's attorney referred to the incident as a tussle. Shortly thereafter, the judge told the lawyer, this isn't like kids at a playground. Yeah, because I remember back when I was in elementary school, when I was, hey, let's tussle around. We find the smallest child, right, with no intentions, just the kids with glasses, right? We find the kids with glasses, and we do the whole Spartan kick, where you just do that, right? You kick him in the face so his glasses start breaking immediately, and then when he's on the ground, you kick him while he's down. Keep doing that, and when the teacher comes over and say, "What's going on here?" You just say, "Oh, we're just having some fun," like bullies do. I love how the lawyer was all like, "I am trying to defend these sick people by saying, oh, it was just a tussle, spraying people with mace and beating them almost to death. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and calling them ethnic slurs. Oh, man, it was just some good old time, just fun." You telling me you never, gone in a bar and stabbed a dude in the face with a knife? What? Are you kidding? What? Are you saying you never been to school and decided to kill everyone in there? What? It was just a joke. I was kidding. That's the stupidest lawyer ever. After the Marines testified and the defense lawyers made brief arguments, the judge ruled that both men would be held for trial on aggravated assault and conspiracy charges, both felonies, as well as several misdemeanors. The judge also added a felony charge of ethnic intimidation against Keenan. The next court date is December 27th. The lawyers for the suspects declined to comment for this story. I wonder why, because they're a failing case. We're just like, Like, hey, I'm defending for these two idiots. I decided, you know what, let's just beat up random Marines for no reason while calling them Nazis and white supremacists while one of the Marines is Mexican, because that makes perfect sense. And to help their case to fight the Antifa, to fight fascism by being racist. Fighting racism with racism. That's a great idea. Take that, you Nazi. Racist word come out of mouth. And where's the media with this? Where's the left media? The media's not picking this up at all. The media's all like, okay, Trump did this, Trump did that. Oh, two Marines almost got killed by a bunch of Antifa guys. Yeah, we'll just ignore that. We throw it in the trash can. What are they focusing about? Oh yeah, Trump playing golf. That is great. Great news. I can't wait to always turn on the TV, you know, flip on my channels and stuff and see, oh, what's up to date today? Trump did this. This is not a reality show. I don't care what Trump does. I just want to know what's happening. Listen, CNN, if you keep talking about Trump, I'm gonna send this to the mail. I'm gonna send, like, Mr. Elf on a shelf in your mail. And then there's gonna be a letter attached to him. Do you know what it's gonna say? There are only two genders. And do you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna take that box. They're gonna take that box with the elf and the letter inside, and they're gonna say, this was an attack on the CNN office. This is gonna be planned by right Nazis of an elf. It's genius. Just like how that one thing where everyone said, oh, it's okay to be white. Those posters, really racist, even though it's just words. So thank you all so much for watching this crappy video. I'm your host, Man with Shirt. Be sure if you want to like the video. I have a Discord in the description. I also have a shirt shop in the description. I also have a Patreon if you want to donate $1 a month for me to reach at least $200 a month so I can have my friend nunchuck my testicles for a reward video, and I'll post it onto this channel. So, thank you, and see ya.